Kanye, we're getting divorced because you refuse to take your meds. Thou shalt not take your lobotomy pills is not in the Bible, neither is divorce. Would you force Walt Disney to take these pills? Would you divorce Steve Jobs? A real doctor prescribed you this medication to stabilize your moods. The doctor told me in front of you not to reward you with attention when you selfishly decide to not stabilize your moods. The Bible says you are to submit to me as your husband, as to the Lord. But you're treating me like Caesar Milan, treat a misbehaving dog, that you reward me with attention? It's not just about you. It's about the kids and what's best for them. A life that isn't crazy 100% of the time. If you're so concerned about the kids, why are you splitting up the family? That's statistically the biggest blow to the kid's psyche. If they are half me and you're showing them to not respect me, to split off from me, aren't you saying you reject half of them too? Don't try to blame me. You chose to stay mentally unwell. How am I a billionaire if I'm unwell? I gotta go. Being around you is making me unwell. For the record, I asked you to take your meds, and you are refusing, knowing that you are creating an unsafe environment for the kids to be around. Don't tweet about this when I leave. I'll use it in custody court. I don't have to warn you. I'm being generous by even telling you that. It's in my interest that you do go on another long tirade, which will show the judge why limited or supervised visitation is all you. Kids, it's time to go. Say goodbye to your dad. Kids, wait, listen to your dad. I'm very sorry that I couldn't make it work out with your mom. I never wanted you to grow up in a divorced family. I never wanted that part of your life would be separated from me. I always wanted you to be around so you could learn from my ups and downs firsthand. Listen, your mom and the psychiatrist are saying I'm a narcissist. And for a little while, I learned what that meant and tried to play your mom as a narcissist too, or covert narcissist, overt narcissist. That's enough. We are leaving. I will walk out with you. Kids, I learned the grammar and the language of psychology, but they don't have a word for redemption. It doesn't translate. They believe you're born a certain way, the C word, I'll say it once, crazy, or a narcissist, and then there's no redeeming. You can take pills, but they can't get you to stop having leopard crazy spots. Kids, don't give your dad any attention. Just say goodbye. He's not acting well, although he could if he took his pills. Encourage him to take his pills. Oh, that person's a narcissist. You can't ever heal him. Just leave him. Just throw him in a ditch. Just give him pills. Block him away. But Jesus, he went up and saw the demoniac up in the graves in the cemetery. No one wanted to mess with him. And he took the demons and he put them out in the pigs and they went away. And then that demoniac, he was the first person, missionary, who went around going, hey man, this guy's the Messiah. He saved me. You knew how I once was. And now look, I'm in my right state of mind. And there was no pills. Okay. All right. I let you say that for this has gone on way longer. I've told you I'm driving away. You're now stopping us. This is like kidnapping. You are kidnapping us, holding us hostage, not letting us leave. Kidnapping. Kidnapping? You're the one driving off with my kids. Now, kids, listen. I just want to get this one point across and that's it. I'm using some of these words, which I don't really believe. The C word, the narcissist word. But I'm just using that because that's the language your mom and her doctors try to speak. But I want you to know that's not my first language. That's not how your dad speaks. In the beginning was the Word was God. My first language is the Bible. I want you to know that our native tongue is the Bible. I learned a lot of languages. I'm not talking French, Chinese, Hebrew. I'm saying fashion has its own language. Louis Vuitton means something. Yeezy means something. Music has its own language. Business has its language. Took me a while to understand that. They keep that one secret as a barrier to entry. Farming, architecture, technology, all have a language unto themselves. And they use it to pass down the signs and symbols to the initiates. But I'm spilling the beans like Moses knew all about Pharaoh. Say goodbye and shut the door. I'm going to start driving. That's unsafe. I'm saying words. You want to drive with the door open? I'm going to finish. Kids, what I want you to know is the Bible's my first language, my native tongue of fire. It's how I think in my head. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. Psychology might have some things right, but it doesn't got the whole truth or life. You could say Jesus was a narcissist. Jesus played the victim card. Jesus said it's all about him. Is God a narcissist? He wants everyone to say how worthy all glory goes to him. The seraphim fly around saying, holy, holy. Why? In Corinthians, Paul addresses people who are picking teams saying, I'm for Paul, I'm for Apollos. If they were watching The Voice, they'd be saying, I hope Paul wins. I hope Apollos wins. But in the Bible, we should all be saying Jesus wins. Why? Is God a narcissist? And needs to be on psych meds too? No, it's because that's the great equalizer. Just God gets the glory. It's like wearing a uniform to school. Then we don't have to try to stand out. We're all on the same team. If we gotta worship something, that's God. Then we don't gotta worry about being the best, being jealous, their record sold more, their shoes are taken off faster. Because in God's fairness, He created a path where we don't have to play that game.